how much money? 77? I need to buy bread. On your way home, Elise? Quite late, I'm aware. Our fellas are out on patrol for a reason, lass. I'm still not certain it's for a good reason, if I'm being honest. Me too, Mr. Gustav. I must say, I don't quite see the use for it. Gustav here just doesn't want to make the rounds, I think. I'd say getting a good night's sleep would do us better. All better is all. Old Jochen's preaching does more harm than good. He could be right for all we know. I struggle to fear something I haven't yet seen, Wilhelm. Truly, there's no such thing as a witch. My only comfort is knowing you'll keep Freya well rested. You too, Elise. You and your cousin can sleep comfortably tonight. Yeah. It's not like there's an evil shadow world out there. Can I go in? Nope. Fair enough. Oh, it gets so dark when you're not using the lantern. Oh my god. Ugh. Don't you start, Lebkuchen. I'm not explaining myself again. My lips are sealed. You can stand there looking at me all you want. She's a rather sweet lass, I must say. Leb. I know you, Elise. She's my cousin. There's nothing more to it. Oh? Could you say that again? She's, you know. No, I don't know, Elise. That's why I'm asking. ... Now that we've got that out of the way, won't you tell me who she is? She says she's a traveler. I found her hiding in my granary on Saturday. A traveler? I'm not convinced either, Leb, but I felt sorry for the poor lass. She says she'll be leaving right after the festival, so it's only temporary. What has she come here to do? She won't tell me much about herself. I have no intention of bringing her to Kieferberg, but she graced us with her presence, I suppose. I had to think of something right there and then. Elise. I shouldn't be housing a stranger, let alone put myself in harm's way for her, but I understand, Elise. Oh, Leb. I also understand what you're telling me is a half-truth at best. Here's your bread. Let me know. You'll let me know if you need more, won't you? 2 bread. I trust you all the same, Elise. You don't have to help me, Leb. You know that. Yet here I am. Look at me, Elise. I do trust you. I need you to know that. Alright. Stay out of trouble now. I'll see you tomorrow. Bro, you can't tell me she's not the waifu. She gives us bread every day. She's the goat. Lebkuchen? A bundle of cookies made from different doughs, fillings, and toppings. She named it after her daughter. Oh, or maybe it's the other way around. Who knows? It costs 30 though. Well, there's no discount. It's technically the same thing. Buy 1. Buy 2 bread. Yeah. I don't feel like there's a point in saving. Well, is there? Maybe I can save and carry over to a day where I don't work and I just do social links the whole time. Pink. Eat. Full stamina. Alright, let's go back. Let's do the Shadow World shit. Stuff's horrifying, man. Save. Oop. Alright. Back we go. Left? Question mark? I wonder what about that note? Because that says later. So I'm like, where do you even investigate that? Weird. How strange. I don't like how they have a layer in front. Ugh. Just let shit pop out sometimes. It's horrifying. Up we go. What the? They're all here. I'm gonna save. Save progress. Oop. Beep boop beep. Hi.
Elise!
Ah, there you are, Elise. It's quite late, isn't it?
For goodness sake!
Spare me the earful, Rosemary. What's there to sweep out here after nightfall, anyhow?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was keeping myself busy until you came home is all. And Flock, here, was amusing himself, chasing after the bird.
Look!
Weren't you, Flock? Boing, boing, boing.
Oh!
What's for supper, then?
Yes!
Oh, I made grape soup. Soup? I figured we could both use something hearty. We have eggs. What about the eggs?
Of course!
I cooked those too. I thought we could toast some of yesterday's bread to have with them. Oh, thank goodness.
I'm sorry,
Did I do something wrong? Eggy toast ought to be enough for today, I suppose. Let's head inside, Rosemary. What? It's nothing.
Oh, but
Elise, wait. None of this feels hunger. I just wasted a three step. It's tastier than it looks, isn't it? Could have been worse, that's for certain. Anything tastes good when you're hungry, I find. I suppose today went well, all things considered. I best keep an eye on her, lest these folks...
sorry,
Say, Elise, I've been meaning to ask you something. Those shoes you found this morning,
Now that you mention it...
what about them? You still haven't told me much about them. I've seen them before in my dreams, a long time ago. In your dreams?
I'm sorry,
Elise, is there something you're not telling me? I don't know where to start, Rosemary. I've been avoiding thinking about it, but this morning in Kieferberg,
It's fate, Elise.
Our fates. They're finally starting to align. Uh-huh. Huh? What? Huh? What's going on here? Why'd the music change?
Rose and Marine.
I saw an old hag, Rosemary. She told me about this patron saint in the woods. That he grants folks wishes if they bring him gifts. So it's true after all. You've heard about all this before? Carry on, carry on. She said I must bring him 3 gifts. The tender flesh, sweetest nectar, and good company.
Oh,
Oh, Elise, that's wonderful. What else did she say? Did she mention your fate?
for goodness sake!
You're scaring me with all this nonsense. Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of, Elise. How do you know about all this? It's an old folk tale my granny used to tell me. A folk tale? Carry on now, what else did she say? She mentioned finding a dwelling in the woods. That he will grant me my wish if I bring him the 3 gifts made from these testaments. You told her your wish, did you? I did, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's... Don't tell me. You can't tell other folks about your wish, Elise.
Out with it!
Rosamarine, you have to tell me what's going on.
Oh, that's...
All I know is what my granny told me, but... I can tell you all about it, Elise. I can help you.
Rose and Marine.
I need to think about this. I'll be here tidying up. You can ask me anything you'd like. Alright. This is suspicious. So perhaps she came to Kieferberg about this tale? And now wants her wish granted? You don't have to look so frightened, Elise. This is all very overwhelming, is all. Oh, Elise, isn't fate such a wonderful thing? Enough of that, Rosemary. What are these testaments and gifts? Ah, of course. In order to meet him, you're going to have to gather the testaments to your resolve. These are tools and ingredients you'll have to use when crafting the gifts. It's common courtesy to bring your host nice gifts when visiting, isn't it? There's also the trials, but I can tell you all about his folktale later. Alright then, for now, I want to know... what is the sweetest nectar? It's not as though I don't have an idea, but I don't quite like it. It represents your vitality, Elise, your essence. You don't mean... All that matters is that it carries a part of your mortal body. A part of my mortal body, huh? I know what you're thinking, Elise. That could be it, if that's what you're inclined to bring him, but what is it, Rosamarine? These are meant as proof of your resolve, first and foremost. It's your determination that's most important, Elise. Rosamarine? What is the tender flesh? Dude, I'm still not sure what these are. I don't quite like the sound of it, but... Oh, you're making the one... Oh, you're the one making it sound bad, at least. The tender flesh represents your body, the vessel for your soul, so to speak. A representation of my own flesh, then? All that matters is it carries a part of your mortal body. Huh? It's nothing to be afraid of, Elise. It can be a nail clipping or a strand of hair. What's important is the connection between you and the symbolic vessel. A symbolic vessel? Rosemary, what is the good company? I don't know what to think of this one. You should meet him when your soul is at its most vulnerable, Elise. At its most vulnerable. Granny used to say, good company brings one's innermost self to light. One's true face, in other words. Rosemary, I'm not sure I understand. Why, it's love, Elise. Love? Love reveals all, wouldn't you say? I suppose. I need time to think. I still can't wrap my head around this nonsense, Rosemary. That's alright, Elise. I'll be here if you have any more questions. I need to think a moment. Bringing him gifts made out of testaments? And I'm supposed to find these somewhere. But where? It's creepy. I'm not doing that shit. What the hell? Elise. What is it, Rosemary? I still haven't told you much about myself, but I'll be outside in the granary if you want to talk more. I'll think about it, Rosemary. That doesn't further time, so off I go. Go talk to her. Let's get some lore. Let's get some more story. Oh god, it's dark. And that used a lantern. Fuck. It's a spirit. Just another girl with a wish. Doesn't everyone have a wish or two? Not all that meet him do. I was once what you'd call the good company, despite these red shoes. The object of her affections, I suppose. What are you talking about? I was forsaken in his den by the one I loved. Whoever you bring to keep him company, bear in mind, this will be their fate. The good company. Ugh. Should I keep talking to these spirits? They keep losing my sanity. But they do give me a bit of insight on what's going on. Oh, she's right there. I knew you'd come about, Elise. You seem to know everything, don't you? Not at all, but feel free to ask me anything you'd like. Alright, well... Who are you, Rosemary? You haven't told me enough about yourself. Well, how to say... I'm a strong believer in fate, Elise. Fate, you say? I've dreamed about you, about Kieferberg, your home, your shoes. Ever since I was born, I know my fate was with you, Elise. I don't understand, Rosemary. Those dreams were premonitions, I'm certain. They stopped the night I reached Kieferberg, which can only mean that I'm currently living out my own fate, by your side, Elise. I find that very difficult to believe, Rosemary. I know it all sounds very strange, but my granny taught me everything I know, you see? About nature, about the cosmos, faith, and about the woodland. The woodland, you say. She told me all sorts of tales from the past, about our community, about its origins and our patroness Walpurga. Rosemarine, that's rather... Isn't it such a coincidence both of our patrons have the same name? It has to be fate, Elise. I'm not too sure about that. You see, some strange things have yet to make sense to me until recently. I don't understand my own dreams for a long, long time, or why I could sense, see, or feel things unspoken. Rosemarine. Why folks call us foul names, or why Granny preferred to sleep under the stars most nights. Yet, it all fell into place, Elise, as she told me it would. Fate will guide us if you let it. All you have to do is trust your instincts. I suppose. I have to ask about him. Who is he? You said your granny used to tell you this folk tale. He is a patron saint, Elise. He grants folks wishes for a heavy price. A heavy price, huh? He, whose name has been lost to time, is a benevolent entity. It said he can grant folks wishes if they show him their resolve. Firstly, you ought to acknowledge his invitation to meet him. The shoes, I suppose. That's the only explanation. If you do, he will then welcome you to his trials. Trials? If you do clear them, and show him your resolve by doing so, he will give you a testament. Alright? You will then have to use the testaments to craft him gifts, and go out into the woods, gifts in hand, on the night of a full moon to summon him. It sounds an awful lot like a cautionary tale. Oh, but we're now finding out it's more than that, aren't we? I suppose. I'll have to find out for myself whether that's true or not. the shadow world. Oh boy, I love the shadow world. It's so not creepy. And full of strange jump scares. This is painting change? What the fuck? It did change. Used to be a unicorn. Granny Holly used to love this thing, didn't she? I never truly understood why exactly. The painting's different. That's creepy. Very creepy. Alright. Shadow World. Gifts, huh? I best go to bed and make sense of all this tomorrow.
For goodness sake!
I can't sleep. I can't stop thinking about all this nonsense. So no Shadow World? Everything that old hag told me about the testaments, the gifts, about him, what Rosa Marine told me too. I find it hard to believe, but maybe it's true. If I do gather these testaments, if I do find my way to him, maybe I can finally leave this wretched town and live the life I'm meant to live.
Now that you mention it...
Start anew, someplace far, far away. This could very well be my chance for happiness. I don't know about that, Elise. I don't know about that one.
Let's go!
I ought to at least try. I have to go to the woodland and find out, right now. Not sure this is a good idea, but okay. Here we go. I'm not a fan of going out into the dark. Doesn't seem like a good idea, but here we go. Go back to 1, save. It is the witching hour. Ugh. Now she's hella gonna get accused of being a witch. Being up this late at night? Not a good idea, Elise. Where am I going? Crossroads? Find your way to the woods? So I'm guessing I go to the crossroads and right, maybe? Yeah, it does. Okay. Yep. Off we go. She crazy for this, y'all. She crazy. Save. That's a damn good idea. Oops.